Coming right up, Israel's new anti-illegal immigration law has incited protests from Israeli immigrants, rights groups, and from African asylum seekers.
Next up, PSAT scores came out. What was yours? How can you be ready and more prepared for it?
And currently, the NSA controversies have been gaining traction in two contradictory rulings on its constitution.
Finally, why have UPS deliver your orders when you can have drones do it? All coming up.
In Israel, on Sunday, African asylum seekers began a long march across the Negev desert in order to protest a new law allowing their open-ended detention. The law in question was passed by the Knesset, or Israeli parliament, on December 10th to deal with the influx of African illegal immigrants in Israel. It allows the detention of male illegal immigrants in open detention centers. These centers allow detainees to leave during the day but require them to return by night. However, the detainees may remain in these centers until their deportation orders or asylum requests are processed, which could take months or years. On top of that, Israeli immigrant rights groups report that a majority of the Negev Desert detainees are Sudanese asylum seekers. Israeli right-wing members of the Knesset, however, praised the law, hoping that it would keep illegals out of our cities. Despite such strong opposition, the Negev Desert detainees hope to reach Jerusalem by Wednesday in order to ask the Knesset for their freedom and demand a recognition of their refugee status.
Back here in the US, another controversy is brewing. The National Security Agency, or NSA, won a court victory over the constitutionality of its data collection of phone records last Friday in New York. U.S. Judge William Pauley ruled that the collection of phone records, which had been leaked out by whistleblower Edward Snowden, is perfectly legal, citing that the collection of breathtaking amounts of information unprotected by the Fourth Amendment does not transform that sweep into a Fourth Amendment search. This is in stark contrast with a previous ruling by Washington Judge Richard Leung, who called the vast collection almost Orwellian and an arbitrary invasion of citizen privacy. The New York ruling makes it more likely that the U.S. Supreme Court will have to tackle the issue of privacy and settle the dispute over the NSA program. Now, we will hand it over to Malcolm Pizzawalla on Amazonian drones.
Thanks, Titus. 2014 is going to be a big year of change, especially in the field of technology. Amazon is working on the drone program, in which packages can be delivered from Amazon distribution sites up to a 10-mile radius using drones. As they work with their drones to function through bad weather, like rain, snow, and wind, Amazon also has to work with the Federal Aviation Administration to sign off on the domestic use of drones. Another problem Amazon faces are the people who will shoot down the drones for the fun of sport and to steal packages that are being carried by those drones. Let's see what students at AHS have to speak about this.
What do you think of Amazon's drone delivery system?
I think it's kind of dangerous because if the drone were to malfunction while in the air, it could cause potential damage to the city and stuff.
I don't like the idea. I think it's dangerous because it's flying around the air and then falls on someone. I mean, is it our fault? I mean, we did liability on that. Can we keep the drone?
Back to the studio.
Thanks, Malcolm. Although most students think that the drone idea is bad, let's hand it over to Yiming to check on the PSAT scores.
Thanks, Poket. As most of the students, parents, and teachers at Arcadia High School may know, many freshmen, sophomores, and juniors recently undertook another grueling round of preliminary SATs. Today, we invite our special guest, Ethan Chen, a high school sophomore, to talk about his first encounter with the PSATs. Hello, Ethan.
Hi, Yang.
So, this was your first time taking the PSATs, correct?
Yes.
And what was the first thought that popped in your head as soon as you entered the hall?
I was pretty scared. When I walked in, I was pretty intimidated by the whole setup, and just pretty much everything was pretty nerve-wracking.
So, do you have any advice for our viewers right now on when they take the PSATs?
Study. That's really it. You just have to study this thing.
Thanks, Yiming. Well, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please tune in next time.
And to those who work for the NSA, keep up the good work.
The door hit you right in the face, and when the check comes, I'll make you pay. Don't have a car, guess you're picking me up, and in the backseat we'll be falling in love. My